And welcome back. Well, the numbers are simply staggering. Last year, more than 23,000 Canadians fell victim to online scams. The result, the loss of more than $500 million.
And each year, those numbers continue to go up. Here's our tech expert, Mike Yawney, who joins us this morning with a look at some of the biggest scams out there right now. And you've got some tips on how to protect ourselves, too, Mike.
I do.
All right.
Yeah, that's a hard act to follow, by the way.
Right?
I have no props. I don't,
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, this is the way a chair normally is used. All right, let's talk about the amount here, because $500 million really puts it into perspective just how big this problem is.
Yeah, but it's actually bigger than that. Think about this. If you get scammed, you might feel embarrassed that you fell for an online scam. So a lot of people, especially if you're older, they actually won't report it. So the numbers are actually significantly higher. We don't really know how high they are, but they're easily, possibly double what they are in Canada right now. Those stats, yeah.
And the scammers have quite the arsenal.
They do. So I'm going to put you guys to the test because we've talked about online scams before on the show, but I want to know how much you guys actually know about it and if you know how they originate and how the scamsters actually work.
In other words, how much have we absorbed that Mike has taught us over the months?
Okay. This is your second quiz of the morning, by the way.
I know.
And you didn't do too well on the tax quiz, so maybe you'll do a little bit better.
Well, I have my partner with me this
There you
time,
go.
so.
There you go. Okay. Question number 1. What time of the year do we often see the most online scams? Is it the holidays, B, tax season, C, summer break, or D, back to school?
I'd say the holidays.
I think so too, but here we are doing the segment during tax season. So, I don't know. Is Yawney trying to trick us, do you think, Kara? I wouldn't put it past him. No.
I'm going with the holidays.
Okay, A, the holidays, Mike.
You know what? If you said A or B, I would have given it to you. Okay. The holidays, of course, right? Because you get those texts about, well, your shipment's delayed, putting personal information or your credit card to make sure you get it on time. But tax season is quickly overtaking that because, of course, there's that emotional attachment to the money, right? We are expecting or hoping for a tax refund. If the CRA reaches out through a text or a phone call saying it's going to be delayed unless you give your personal information, well, you're going to react, right? And so scamsters know that and they go for that emotional connection. So tax season and holiday season.
And you're so true. And you're so right, because I just got one via email saying right now you have a refund. You, in fact, have had this is a cumulative refund. Yeah. And I'm like, no, they don't operate this way.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. All right, give me that link. I'll take it.
Don't do it. Don't
All right,
do it.
we're one for one.
We're talking about the arsenal that they have, right? So artificial intelligence quickly becoming and making it easier for the scamsters to take advantage of us, right? So what are the telltale signs of an AI scam? Is it blurry logos, B, spelling mistakes, C, poor translation, or D, all of the above?
All of the above, right? D.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yes, they use all of that, right? The scamsters, they want to create something as quick as possible because they know that once it's figured out, they've got to move on to the next thing. So they'll go to a website, they will copy and paste a logo. They'll use AI to maybe slightly alter a logo. Thankfully, it's not, the best, highest quality. Translation and spelling mistakes also a huge problem because a lot of the scamsters aren't necessarily from North America. They're overseas, they're using AI to do translation. Thankfully, it's not 100% accurate at this time, so you got to look for those different telltale signs.
Yep. All right, hit us.
Number 3, scammers get your personal info to contact you through A, social media, B, data brokers, C, text messages, or D, all of the above.
I'm going all of the above again. Yeah?
Yeah,
D.
sure.
Yeah. No, it's true. But the one thing I want to talk about, because this is fascinating, data brokers. And I know we've talked briefly about this before in the past, but data brokers are companies that scour the internet looking for your personal information. So Carolyn, let's say you post on Facebook that your child's having a birthday. Jeff, maybe you got really mad about something political and you posted something to Instagram about a political stance. Or maybe you bought a new house and you mentioned the neighborhood they're in. These data brokers, what they do is they take all that information and they can make profiles. And once they have enough information about you, they create a list, and then guess what they do? They sell the list, right?
Yes.
And guess who's lining up for those lists? The scammers.
Yes.
Because they want to target you.
Interesting. So, okay, we got time for one more. We're on a roll here, Mackenzie.
Okay, you guys are doing good. I'm proud. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, our fourth question. This is where it gets really interesting. True or false? If you ask a data broker to remove your personal info, they have to comply.
Oh, I don't know the answer to this one.
I think that's false. With me on that?
Sure.
Okay, false.
It's true. So they do. But here's the catch. who do you know how to reach out to? What's a data broker? Do you know the company name? So I want to bring up a list and see if like these company names, and you can kind of get an idea who we're talking about here. Cebia, Alesco, 4Leaf, 33 Mile Radius, Uplead, Optimal Fusion. You would have no idea these companies are actually data brokers collecting your information. Because you can reach out to them and say, hey, take my name off, but you'd have no idea. But here's a pro tip. There are services out there like Incogni that actually will reach out to these data brokers on your behalf and say, hey, remove my information, remove my name from your list, and they have to comply. So this is how it works. This is an annual service, and there's a dashboard, and it shows you how many companies have your information, how many companies Incogni have reached out on your behalf, how many have complied, and it actually will list all the different data brokers. There are more than 400 data brokers out there collecting and selling your information. So this is kind of like a set it and forget it. You subscribe for a year, they will take care of it, and it literally saves you hours. So you don't have to actually reach out to these individual companies. Because some of them will take 45, 60 days, 2 months. They'll eventually comply, but it takes some time. So set it and forget it. If they can't find you, they can't harm you, right?
Got it. All right, great pro tip. We went 3 for 4.
You did well.
Proving that Mike Yawney is the E.F. Hutton of tech, because when he talks, we listen.
This portion of the morning show is brought to you by Incogni. Scan the QR code to learn more.